Welcome back to sports. I'm Megan Allman. Recently on The Point After, we talked a lot about Cam Newton's dynamic running ability. Some think that the Panthers QB has helped start a trend among young quarterbacks. Take San Francisco's Colin Kaepernick. He rushed for a quarterback playoff record 181 yards in their win last night. Today, another young QB dazzled Seattle's Russell Wilson, but did his efforts help punch a ticket to the NFC Championship game? Down 27-7 in the fourth quarter, Russell ran in a touchdown for Seattle, then after an Atlanta turnover. Wilson quickly turned that into a TD with Zach Miller on the other end, so 27-21 now the score. The Seahawks would take a 28-27 lead when Marshawn Lynch scores. He did break the plane before that fumble, officials say. But then the Falcons did just what they did to the Panthers earlier this season. Won the game on a Matt Bryant field goal, this one from 49 yards. And the Atlanta Falcons move on to the NFC title game, winning 30-28.
We've been in these situations before, throughout the year and in the past couple of years. I think the big part was we got a good kickoff return. We start off with pretty good field position. Luckily, we made enough plays after that to come out with the win.
Don't forget to call in. Tell us what you think about next weekend's NFL matchups. The Point After is your chance to talk about the week there was in sports. The #1 ranked Duke Blue Devils no longer undefeated after their loss to rival NC State Saturday. The Blue Devils are one of 4 unbeatens to lose last week. Louisville, whose lone loss is to Duke, is expected to move into the top spot. Duke's Ryan Kelly could miss another 2 to 6 weeks with the foot injury, and no updates on Seth Curry's return, who injured his ankle in the loss. What we do know is that NASCAR's opening weekend is just over a month away. Kyle Busch, who is headed into the final year of his contract with Joe Gibbs Racing, is likely staying with JGR. Reports say Busch has already signed a contract extension to remain in the 18 car. The official announcement is expected during the Charlotte Motor Speedway media tour later this month. Training camp opened today for the Carolina Hurricanes, and 6 Charlotte Checkers were invited to camp. Drayson Bowman, Zach Boychuk, Tim Wallace, Jeremy Welsh, Bobby Sanguinetti, and goalie Dan Ellis. For more details on the Carolina Hurricanes training camp and their signings, visit the WBTV.com sports page. Welcome back to sports. I'm Megan Allman. Recently on The Point After, we talked a lot about Cam Newton's dynamic running ability. Some think that the Panthers QB has helped start a trend among young quarterbacks. Take San Francisco's Colin Kaepernick. He rushed for a quarterback playoff record 181 yards in their win last night. Today, another young QB dazzled Seattle's Russell Wilson, but did his efforts help punch a ticket to the NFC Championship game? Down 27-7 in the fourth quarter, Russell ran in for a touchdown for Seattle, then after an Atlanta turnover. Wilson quickly turned that into a TD with Zach Miller on the other end, so 27-21 now the score. The Seahawks would take a 28-27 lead when Marshawn Lynch scored. He did break the plane before that fumble, officials say. But then the Falcons did just what they did to the Panthers earlier this season. Won the game on a Matt Bryant field goal, this one from 49 yards, and Atlanta moves on to the NFC title game, winning 30-28.
We've been in these situations before, throughout the year and in the past couple of years. I think the big part was we got a good kickoff return. We start off with pretty good field position. Luckily, we made enough plays after that to come out with the win.
Don't forget to call in. Tell us what you think about next weekend's NFL matchups. The Point After is your chance to talk about the week there was in sports. The #1 ranked Blue Devils are no longer undefeated after their loss to rival NC State Saturday. The Blue Devils are one of 4 unbeatens to lose last week. Louisville, whose lone loss is to Duke, is expected to move into the top spot. Duke's Ryan Kelly could miss another 2 to 6 weeks with the foot injury, and no updates on Seth Curry's return, who injured his ankle in the loss. What we do know is that NASCAR's opening weekend is just over a month away. Kyle Busch, who is headed into the final year of his contract with Joe Gibbs Racing, is likely staying with JGR. Reports say Busch has already signed a contract extension to remain in the 18 car. The official announcement is expected during the Charlotte Motor Speedway media tour later this month. Training camp opened today for the Carolina Hurricanes, and 6 Charlotte Checkers were invited to camp. Drayson Bowman, Zach Boychuk, Tim Wallace, Jeremy Welsh, Bobby Sanguinetti, and goalie Dan Ellis. For more details on the Carolina Hurricanes training camp and their signings, visit the WBTV.com sports page. Thanks for watching sports. Camera.